Hey, welcome back. Glad you've come back. And actually, in this episode of our podcast that Heather and I are doing, I wanted to share a clip with you that just shows the brilliance of my wife, frankly. Recently, we were doing a sales meeting, our regularly scheduled Tuesday morning sales meeting that we've been doing for 20-plus years, and just introing into the sales meeting for the day, Heather just dropped some bombs, and I just want to share it with you because I think my wife is so wise, and I think that you can benefit from it. Is life happening to you, or is life happening for you? That's the question of the day, and Heather is going to share her thoughts with you now. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the TFG sales meeting. My name is Fitz. My lovely bride, Heather, and I started this business, the Fitz Group, back in 1999. And we have been on a run since. Today is June 8th, 2021. I can't even believe it. I can't believe it's 2021, much less June 8th. So today is a day which will live in infamy, as the great president once said. But listen, glad you joined us here this morning. We want to say hello and then guide you through our morning. Say hello to them, my lovely bride, Miss Heather.
Good morning. We are so excited that you chose to be with us. We welcome you this morning to the family that we call the Fitz Group. We've got so many exciting things going on here, and we've been promoting them all at nausea. And
ad nauseum.
Ad nauseum. Mm-hmm. Is that the right expression?
Yeah, ad nausea is adding nausea.
Well, that's what I thought it meant. What
nauseum
does ad nauseum
would be
mean?
the Latin version of that, which is the real phrase.
Oh, so I just used the English version instead of the
Latin version?
You combine the two.
Yeah, you combine the two.
Gotcha. Anyway, I hope by now you've heard about all the exciting things that are going on here, like SummerSlam. We're sure to entertain you at SummerSlam with our back and forth. And but more than anything, we want you there because I just think I know every successful agent attends these live meetings. So if you see yourself in the future, and I hope that you do, making the kind of money that you want to make in this industry, coming to these events is really pretty crucial. And I know that you will agree with me and feel the same on the other side of attending, because you'll come out of that just feeling like you'll believe at a bigger level in yourself and in this business, and you'll work harder because you believe more after attending an event like this. You'll come out of this event and you'll say, gosh, now I've made a connection with someone who's been successful in this business, and I know I can reach out to them and ask them questions. I've made a few friends that I can go through the highs and lows with. You will come out of this event better and stronger, and it will affect your income in 2021, the last half of 2021. And we've experienced this personally so many times. We've seen growth, tremendous growth in our business after events. And it's just simply because we just think and believe differently. Mm-hmm. And I was reflecting on that. I watched a movie this weekend, and it started with the guy narrating the story. It's kind of a sad story, but he just talks about, he says, my mom always taught me that life is happening for me, not to me. And the story actually unfolds, and I'm going to kind of ruin the movie for you, but the story unfolds, and he ends up just at a very young age having an aneurysm, and it turns out, and you follow his story and then this other couple, and it turns out that he gives his lungs to save this other man's life at the end of the movie. So it's kind of like a bittersweet, kind of a tragic story, but yet it's that reminder of life is about how we choose to look at it. And we just cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we choose to look at life. And I think that's so applicable in this business, because those of you that are out there right now and you're trying to get this business going for yourself, or you've had some success, but you're trying to push to another level, and you're doing work, you're making effort, but you have setbacks, you have resistance. Everything isn't perfect. It's amazing how that is. And typically in the places that you are really destined to have great success is typically the place that you face the most resistance in life. But we have to choose to see it that way. We have to choose to go, this is happening for my benefit, not happening to me. And the faster we can get our heads wrapped around that concept, the faster we can move forward and make progress.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the difficulties of life have a way of holding us back mentally more than they actually hold us back in the outcomes of life. Right? So when we get held back mentally, it now affects the outcomes of life.
Yeah.
And I just think it's important. I just want to remind you guys this morning, like, remember, like, you're out there, you're running an appointment, someone doesn't show up. You're out there, you're making dials, and someone is chewing you out, or you've made so many dials and you can't get appointments, or it's just not going the way you thought it would go. Remember, life is happening for you, not to you. And the difference is you are growing and learning through every single one of those situations. You're becoming better. You're moving through to a better result. And that's what, I mean, honestly, that's what separates the people who succeed to the people who end up quitting around here, is just simply the way they look at the circumstances. They look at the failure and the success, the way that they choose to look at life. And so this is why we continue to get around these meetings, and we come here on a Tuesday morning. We come to SummerSlam. You get involved in your team calls, and you participate and you contribute in those calls. Listen to the podcast that's out there. We have a podcast out there now coming out daily. Do those things because it helps us, because we all need that reminder. Because it's natural for us to think that these things are happening to me. But when I choose to look at life like it's happening for me, that's when I change the results and the circumstances in my life. And we're excited because we really believe that the best days are ahead of us for the Fitz Group. We're so just incredibly overwhelmed and honored by the team of leaders that just continue to show up and be a part of this organization. They are such an inspiration. Like, do you know my top leaders, the people on the call yesterday, the ones who have been in the battle and continually stay in the fight and are winning, making big, big money in this business? Do you know that you are a huge inspiration to us all? And we celebrate you guys, and we're going to hear from many of them this morning, and they're going to get a chance to inspire you on your journey of making money in the insurance industry.